Well, we've all heard of space camp as a fun summer activity, but that probably wasn't what two Starliner astronauts had in mind when they ended up spending their entire summer camping out in space.
Yeah, and now it looks like what was supposed to be a brief 8-day mission to the International Space Station may be extended to next year. Chief Transportation Correspondent May-Kay Beeler bringing us an update on the Boeing test pilots still stuck in space. May-Kay, good morning.
So I'm getting worried. All right. So this looks like a black eye for Boeing. Okay, so, with serious safety control issues going on with the aircraft division of the aerospace giant, the last thing Boeing needs is safety concerns surrounding its space division, specifically the Starliner capsule. NASA awarded Boeing billions of dollars, along with SpaceX, to come up with a reusable spacecraft, an astronaut taxi of sorts, to shuttle astronauts to the International Space Station. Boeing fell behind developing its program with costly delays, while the SpaceX program rose to the occasion with multiple successful crewed missions to the ISS. Well, now it looks like rival SpaceX may have to rescue Starliner space flyers, Suni Williams and Butch Wilmore, whose spacecraft may not be safe enough to fly them home.
Well, May-Kay, this isn't the first flight for Starliner, but so did the previous missions go okay before they did this?
Yeah, I mean, they had years of delays, but yeah, autonomously they flew up without people. So this is a test flight. It's an experimental mission, the first one with people on board, with human beings on board. So the maiden flight, well, NASA's watching it closely. If all goes well, it will give Boeing the green light to take future crews to the space station and back, but now NASA's a little concerned.
I mean, understandably so, right? This is, I mean, we knew it was a test flight, but this is kind of getting out of hand. You mentioned you've been very confident.
I have been.
And now you're concerned now. So what issues, other issues does Starliner have?
Well, so they've had the helium issues, a propulsion issue, and thruster issues. So they have multiple thrusters, but they have to have enough so that they can undock and then get into position to deorbit. So they've had some tests done recently, just a week or two ago, that went well. So Boeing is confident, according to the Wall Street Journal, Boeing says we're confident we can bring the astronauts home. But NASA has seen other test results. Now NASA's hiring them, right?
Right.
NASA's really in charge, and they're a little worried. They're not so sure they can come home. So what's the alternative? Okay. They can send the Starliner home autonomously.
Right.
It doesn't need people on board. Just send it back. But how are Suni and Butch going to come home? So in September, there's going to be another flight going up. Supposedly four NASA astronauts on Crew Dragon, that's SpaceX. Only 4 seats on that capsule. They're thinking, let's just send 2 astronauts up. They'll be up there till February. And the other 2 seats, Suni and Butch can come home.
February, though.
February. This is an expensive, dangerous ordeal. They can't just send them up and back, up and back, up and back. They're going to have to hang out till February. Now, they're buying time right now. NASA is observing. Maybe they'll decide Starliner can come home with the astronauts. But if it can't, they send it back autonomously. Well, what's that going to do for this experimental test flight of sorts where NASA's watching?
Yeah, right.
If it doesn't work out, you think they're going to give them the contract?
No, but we talk about this. With this disagreement, is there a severity in these issues?
Yeah. So apparently there are other things going on we don't really know about. And again, NASA's concerned, but there is a disagreement. According to reports that Boeing is confident, NASA's not right now. So people, we got live human beings on board. No chances can be taken.